Good shot there from Tate.
A lot of people say girls love money, and that's not entirely true.
Very nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi.
You look really nice.
Thank you. Let's do two kisses. 1, 2.
Ah, very nice to meet you. What's
Very
your name?
nice to meet you. Andrew Tate. What's your name?
Andrew. Nice to meet you. Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Or Cheyenne Reynolds, if you're doing this whole thing.
Cheyenne Reynolds. We're gonna do official.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
Cheers. I think she's an attractive woman. She's good looking. Friendly demeanor. I can tell she thinks she knows things, so I look forward to correcting her. But that's usually how life works.
Finally, see? A man that makes an effort.
I mean, it's the beginning of the day, you can't lie.
Do I look like I'd lie to you?
Yes.
I'm not a liar, actually.
You're not a liar. Everything you tell me for the rest of this episode is going to be a complete truth.
Yeah.
Promise me.
Yeah.
Say I promise.
I promise. No, I really promise.
We'll see.
All honest thoughts and opinions.
We'll see. All right, we'll see.
Yeah. He's a liar. So I'd say my personal journey with God is between me and God. So I'm not one of those people that is like, yes, I go to church, or yes, I do this.
Don't you think that's a bit like lazy Christianity?
No, not really, because for me, I believe in love and I believe in faith, and I don't think it's just one religion that you need to follow. You know, I've got friends that are Muslim.
I agree.
I've got friends that are Christian. You know, I've got friends that are spiritual, so I don't put myself in one category.
I understand and I respect that completely, but don't you think out of respect for God himself, whether you're in Dubai and you go to the mosque or you're in England, you go to the church, you should get up early on a Sunday, despite all the booze, and get up and take an hour out of your life and just show some respect? Don't you agree?
No, because everyone's journey with God is personal.
You can be a lazy spiritualist, a lazy Christian, you can be a lazy kickboxer, right? I'm a kickboxer, but I don't train. Okay, bro. I understand. You're lazy. It's okay.
I'm not lazy.
I'm enjoying this conversation, and I understand every point she's making, and I'm being deliberately abrasive. However, the truth is about the masculine-feminine dynamic is that females like men who are completely in charge and run their life exactly how they want, and they comply and bend to the man's wills and lifestyle. To come along to a woman and say, how do you want me to be so that you like me is a death sentence for the relationship. So that's how it works.
What kind of man do you want to be?
I want to be a man who lives true to himself, and a man who goes to sleep easy at night, and a man who knows that he's living true to his biological necessities and instincts, and tries his best not to hurt anybody, and leaves a positive impact on the world.
Are your actions congruent with your words? Yeah?
What else would they be?
I don't know. I don't know you, so that's why
You
I'm
don't
trying
know?
to get to know you.
Yeah, we're here to know each other. Of course they are. Yeah, I'm a positive man. I'm a positively inspirational and motivating person.
Okay, what do you do that's motivating?
I inspire people to tell the truth, I think.
Okay.
And I think a lot of men live in a world now today where they have to lie.
Do you think?
In fact, I would basically guarantee that 99% of men are lying at least 80% of the time.
Really? That's a bit bold.
I think it's true because I think that
So men are liars.
men are liars. Women are correct. Men are liars. Women wear makeup because men fall in love with what they see. And men lie because women fall in love with what they hear. Men are liars because men are in constant competition with other men. And they have to find a way to be competitive. And the easiest way to be competitive is to lie. If you can sit there and convince a woman that you're rich because you bought her a $100 or £100 meal, that's what you're going to do. It's a lot easier than becoming rich. And women believe it. And as long as women are stupid enough to believe it, men are dishonest enough to lie.
For me personally, I'm the type of woman that it's actions rather than words. I don't get fazed by...
Actions can be a lie. You think flowers can't be a lie? You think flowers, 25 pounds on a phone call to some dickhead delivery dude can't be a lie?
No, but there's some good men that it wouldn't even enter their head that that's a lie. So I feel like everything you're doing is just very calculated.
Life is calculated. All
It's
men
not.
lie.
It's really not.
Men lie
It's
because,
actually
yeah,
not.
life at the upper echelons, at the highest echelons of life is absolutely and utterly calculated. Every single man at the top echelon of life is a calculated man. You don't get there by accident.
Okay, so do you want to get to the top?
I'm already at the top echelon of man. And when you're at the top echelon of man, It's a very, very calculated process. You don't get there by accident. Nothing good in life happens on accident. When you say men don't lie because you believe in actions, I'm saying a lot of actions are lies.
Am I high-value woman in your eyes?
You're very good looking. So I would say, yeah, absolutely. You're beautiful. You seem like you're a good person. You seem intelligent. You're not stupid. So I'd say you're a high-value woman. But your actions dictate that, right? The most important actions a woman can undertake is loyalty. Every man out here knows that disloyalty is the most disgusting thing a female could ever do to her man.
But are you loyal?
Let's not pretend that male loyalty and female loyalty are the same thing.
But loyalty is loyalty.
No, but they're not the same thing, are they?
Why is it not?
Because men and women are not the same.
We are not the same. You are correct there.
Okay, so we agree.
No, but I'm not agreeing to people being dishonest, cheaters, liars. He's deluded.
Why do you think men and women are different?
We carry children.
Correct.
You know, we nurture. We're, you know, compassionate, emotional beings.
Yep.
Men are very different.
I agree.
However, I don't think it's very fair for men to sit with the opinion that it's acceptable for men to cheat.
I didn't even say that, but I think if we, as intelligent, logical beings, as you are and as I am, if we agree that men and women are not the same, then our paradigms on how we enact in certain regards cannot be seen as the same.
So,
right?
so if I'm with you,
Correct. Yeah.
and I then cheat.
That's disgusting. I can't believe you even said that on YouTube. You see, you just said that on YouTube. I'm sorry to the world. Please don't listen to this.
No, but it happens.
No, it doesn't happen. No,
People
no, no,
cheat.
no. Please don't say this on YouTube. You're going to corrupt the youth. I'm sorry for her. I'll pray for her. These things can't be said. Women can't do that. It's disgusting.
Women can't do that, so it's a double standard.
It's a double standard. But life is full of double standards.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean any, like, listen, regardless with your philosophies and everything that you keep
It's not my philosophies.
No, but I'm saying, okay, life is full of double standards.
Correct.
I understand that. But in a relationship,
Correct.
it's a partnership.
Yes.
Right? You and me, we're together.
Since when?
You know what I'm saying. When you're trying to build a partnership and a life with someone,
Yeah.
the end goal is you two together.
Agreed.
So why cheat?
I know. I understand where you're coming from. My point is that relationships and life is full of double standards as a whole. A man's going to pay for everything everywhere you go, right? This is his duty as a man. Do you agree?
No, I do like traditional.
Okay, so you agree. So you're traditional, right? So if you want to talk about traditional, let's talk about tradition. Every single man since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. Every single king, every single emperor, every single sultan, every single conqueror since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. All of them. Every single one. Read a history book. Read the Bible. It's all in there. The Quran, all of it. You want to talk about tradition, it's all there. The only reason your mind is different, the only reason you believe differently is because of society. Society's come along and told you something.
Yeah, but society, we can change. Like, the world evolves, things change.
The world evolves, yeah, that's right. Now men cut their dicks off and their chicks. You believe in this shit? You got the vaccine? You believe in any of this crap? It's all a lie.
I feel like life's about choices.
Life is about choices, correct. My point is this. If I had a woman, I would decide not to cheat because I decide. However, I would not see my infidelity as nearly anywhere near even 1% as disgusting as female infidelity, because female infidelity involves emotion. You will not sleep with a man you don't like. I can sleep with a woman I don't like. It's a completely different thing. I can be head over heels in love with a woman, ready to die for her, ready to take a bullet for her, protect her, give her all the money in the world, make sure she has a beautiful family, a nice big house, all of it. And I'll still fuck that bitch. Watch me. A woman won't do that. So don't lie to me and pretend. No, you won't. Any woman who will sit here and say, I can fuck dudes and not care about them is fundamentally broken. Her soul is broken.
Okay, well, she's broken then, but she's still doing it.
Well, if she's broken, she ain't anywhere near me. I don't want no broken bitch near me.
I'm definitely sure women would cheat on you.
You think so? Well, those are the kind of women I will not associate with. Females shouldn't even want to cheat. And the reason women can't cheat is because there's no way to ensure paternity if a female's cheating. Modern science in and of itself, just because you can now find out who the dad is, doesn't undo 5,000 years of human evolution in which a female had to be loyal to one man so we knew exactly who the father was. If a man has multiple partners, you know who the mother is, you know who the father is. If a woman has multiple partners, nobody knows who the dad is, nobody wants to look after the kid, and a woman with a child without a father or without a man around in the ancient world was toast.
He talks a lot of nothing.
I would never ever be with a girl who cheats on me, and I would never ever.
You can't.
Yes, I
determine
can.
whether a woman's
Yes,
gonna
I
cheat on
can.
you.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Of course I can.
No, you can't. Like, because the thing is with, like, this is just an assumption. I'm assuming, you know, you have a nice
This is
life.
haram.
No,
It's
but I'm
haram.
saying you have a nice life, you live a good lifestyle. Women will just see you as an opportunity.
If I was
Do you
a
understand?
dumbass, yeah, correct.
Yeah, but this one said, but your attitude is what keeps a woman also. Like, do you think a high-value woman is going to sit there and tolerate a man condescending and talking to her and being like, we're different and we're this, we're that, because we're not? A woman that knows her worth is not going to tolerate that.
As professionals, we discussed the infidelity of females, and I said that female infidelity is more disgusting than male infidelity. And I think that the world agrees with me. History agrees with me. The Bible agrees with me. The Quran agrees with me. Every single book you can read from history says that females who are promiscuous should either be stoned to death or at least cast out from society. Female promiscuity is a brand new concept. This is brand new amongst society. The idea that women can sleep with a bunch of dudes and it doesn't matter is a brand new idea. 30, 40 years old, maybe. Even today, nobody respects it, deep down. When a girl shoots a girl she doesn't like, you know the first thing she does? She says she's a You know why? Because they know deep down that female promiscuity is disgusting, it's revolting. So the whole idea of a female wanting to sleep with more than one man at a time is haram.
There is on men.
Completely. It is much harder to be a man than be a woman.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on men's mental health?
I agree. It's much harder to be a man than be a woman, which is basically what you just said. Society's expectations of men is much higher than the societal expectations of females. I agree. Much more is expected of us. I agree. It's a harder game. Just like every other video game on Earth. It's a harder game, but if you complete it, you get a higher score. I think that being a top-tier male is the best human experience that any human can have. I think that being a female would not compare in any way to being a top-level man.
No, reason why. There's experiences, right? Like women, we can literally carry lives inside of us.
I agree with you, and I'm actually glad you chose that experience because that's the most important thing a female can do, and I agree with you, and I understand it's a beautiful thing because there's no society and there's no world without life. I agree with you. However, I think that as a man, you can build an empire. There's conquest as a man, and I think as a female, it's not quite the same. And I'm not saying this in any kind of way that disrespects females. I don't want people to look at this and think I'm disrespecting females. I'm not. I'm saying we have different roles. We do different things, and women give life. Women have a very, very important role, probably the most important role in society. Women are beautiful creatures that do something separate that men cannot do. I think a top-tier male is more unique than a beautiful woman. I think that you get to build an empire. I think that you get to be respected and feared in a way that women never are. I understand that that's a very, very unique human experience, right? Most men never ever get there. The reality of life for most men is absolutely depressing. I completely understand when you talk about mental health.
So have you suffered with mental health?
Fuck no.
No.
Absolutely not. Because I understood that as a man, you must build yourself. As a female, you can be born.
But did you not, we need to stop going into philosophies and just stuff, because I'm actually I want to understand you.
Okay.
Right. So have you not experienced mental health? No.
Zero.
Okay, so how do you cope with stress and situations? Express your emotions when you're frustrated or when you're stressed.
Good question. And if I'm stressed or I'm frustrated, then I understand it's my time to perform. And I agree that society puts huge pressure on men, and it's time for men to perform. As a man, you either perform or you don't. There's no safety net like there is for females. Females can wake up and say, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, but there is for men.
No, there isn't.
But there is.
The men who say, I can't feel like it, cannot compete with the men who do not say that. And it is player versus player. The man who goes to the gym every single day, regardless of how he feels, will always beat the man who goes to the gym when he feels like going to the gym. And it's player versus player. And let me tell you something. As much as you want to sit here and disagree with me, it's women who decide who the winner is. You will choose the man who's in fantastic shape. You'll choose the man with all his money right.
I like a dad bod, personally.
Okay, well, that maybe you're an exception because you're an angel. But in general, we're talking in generalizations because exceptions do not disprove the rule. Females will choose the man who's in fantastic shape. Females will choose the man who's got his money right. Females will choose the man who can fix any problem. Females will choose the man when they can go to him and say, everything's can you fix this? And he says yes without panicking. That's who women want. Women decide who the winner is. Women don't want the man when you come to him with your problems and he goes, oh, I'm too stressed today. Tell me tomorrow. No. Women don't want that.
But women also don't want a dickhead.
But having your life in order doesn't make you a dickhead.
You can have all those things.
Correct.
But then there's that fine line where your ego gets a bit too much. For example, like you could be very successful. You can have good-looking women that are attracted to you. You can just have all those qualities. Correct. But then once you possess that, you then suddenly can go past that line, your ego, then you start to become an arsehole.
I agree with you, but I'm not talking about that. I think that's a separate conversation.
It's not. I'm just saying, no, I agree with everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I agree with everything you're saying, but what I'm trying to argue is the men get successful, they become even more narcissistic, and they just are not nice people to be around.
You're very, very smart.
Thank you.
You are. But you're doing what most females do, and you're conflating issues. So when you conflate, what you do is you mix two issues together to try and prove your point.
No, I've just been asking you personal questions, correct, and every time you give me a philosophy
around it. No, it's not a philosophy.
No, but I'm saying in general, when I'm asking you, I'm trying to get to know you. On a level, how does a woman like me get to know a gentleman like you?
Here at this beautiful, nice, civil dinner we're having here with no animosity at all. You asked me about men's mental health. My answer was explaining that as a man, you don't have the luxury. Oops, I don't feel like it. You can do it.
You can, but I'm sorry, I know I keep cutting you, but I'm just like, because this is the part that gets really frustrating for me. Like men with this mindset that you have, like I get it. Okay, great, you are alpha. You've achieved all these things.
It's not about alpha.
No, but I'm saying like you possess all these. It's great, but you are the problem. You're creating this pressure on men and society. Like it's so
I'm not
competitive.
creating a pressure.
But men can actually, successful men can actually be like, oh, okay, I don't actually feel like it today. Like they actually can take a break and rest at that moment.
I understand. My point is that it's player versus player, and if you're a man who's going to constantly give in to mental health problems or mental health trouble, you're not going to be able to compete with the men who don't.
Okay, but can we validate men that have...
Completely. If you have mental health...
So we can't go player, just validate men that have mental health issues.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Men who have mental health issues, I wish them the best in the world.
Okay, great.
But when they come to me and say, and I get this all the time, Andrew, I have this problem, I'm depressed and I can't go to the gym. I say, no, I disagree. You're depressed because you don't go to the gym. If you go to the gym, you might start to feel better, right? I'm saying you can't sit as a man and afford the luxury of saying, I have a mental health issue today, I'm sad today, I'm stressed today, I'm emotional today, I can't work. Because you will lose against the men who don't do that. And the male world is more competitive than you could possibly imagine. And it's the women who pick the winners. So I find it very interesting that a woman sits here to me and says, no, men are allowed to sit around and do fuck all and feel sad. And those are the men they ignore when they DM.
No.
Those are the men they ignore them all.
No, actually, can I just chime in here? So, for example, everything that you've said, you've possessed, you've proved your point, right? But as a high-value woman, if I respect and love my partner, I'm not putting that pressure. I would say, babe, you know what? You can have a little rest. Like, there are women that actually enable men to process that emotion.
Agreed.
But yeah, so we'll still go back to tomorrow, okay.
Agreed.
Let's go back to work. But there are good women out there that don't put that pressure. I feel like your reality on women is warped because of a certain caliber of women. Yes, it is.
I agree. You're right. But you're missing a very vital point of that story. You're right. But as a high-value woman, before you say to that man, you can have a day off and you're allowed to be sad today, you will only even get with him. Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a fuck about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to f. Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. Yeah. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player. It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important. Maybe as a chick, you can always put more foundation on and be hot again. Great. Not as a man. If you want to be important as a man, you have shit to do. You have duties. This is how it exists. This is how it's always been.
Imagine in these scenarios, we are together. Okay. What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans. As long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a bit of photographer and get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right, cool. All right.
What woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your product?
Yes, correct.
She's not
Next question.
No. Product. Like, do you own me? No, sorry. Like, your ego's a bit too big. You don't own me. I'm not a product. I'm not an object. Okay, Mr. Tate?
I'm just answering it.
I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
Oh my God.
That upset her, didn't it? It upset her to say that you're mine, and if you're mine and men want to pay for it, then the money is mine. But that's the basic dynamic of a relationship. You're mine. So if you want to sell what is mine, that's fine, but I need to get paid.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
That's fine. We eat out every day. No problem. I haven't had a home-cooked meal in years anyway.
No way.
No, I eat out nearly every day, 3 times a day.
Oh my God.
Always traveling, always moving. Even when I'm home, it's same restaurants. So.
Do you ever want to just settle down? I feel like your life just seems like it's just really fast-paced. Do you not want just a nice woman?
If she cooked for me, that'd be beautiful, but it's not a deal breaker.
Okay, I like that. What if I earned more money than you?
Impossible.
You never know.
No, impossible.
Really?
Literally impossible.
Is it impossible?
Literally impossible. Numbers don't go that high. Next question. It's impossible for her to earn more money than me simply because of her ethos towards life. Her ethos towards life is about moments and memories. My ethos towards life is about conquest. And those are very, very different things. I completely understand that she enjoys things which are not congruent with trying to conquer Earth. She wants time off, she wants holidays, she wants to enjoy time with friends, she wants to do a bunch of things that don't make money. I want to make money. It's impossible she could ever earn more than me because we have completely different life philosophies.
What would you do if I didn't like your lifestyle?
What aspect of my lifestyle?
Maybe it was too flashy for me, flying around too much. Maybe I just want you to just slow down. It's a bit too fast-paced.
I understand. And I would respect the point of view.
So what are you doing?
I don't think I'd listen. My lifestyle got me to where I am, and I'm a sovereign individual who lives in the way he believes true. I would listen and I would understand it and I would do my best to accommodate, but I don't think I would change. If you were to say, look, you can't do this anymore, I'd say, oh, I'm going to do it anyway, sorry. Yeah, I'll try and make you feel better about it, but it's going to happen.
What if your family didn't like me?
That's no big deal.
Not a big deal?
Nah. The only person I'm super close with is my brother.
Okay.
And my brother wouldn't dislike you unless he had a reason, like a genuine reason. And if he disliked you, I'd dislike you, so then the game over anyway. Not because he disliked you, but because we have the same standards of life. There's no way he could dislike you without me disliking you.
So there's literally like two of you that have these mad views.
My views are not mad. What have I said so far? What have I said so far? Women shouldn't be hoes. Man should have some authority because he should take care of his chick. Chicks shouldn't fucking talk to a bunch of dudes.
Why are you shouting?
It's important for the mic.
No, it's not, because Joe what they say.
And that's it. That's all I've said. And you're saying I got crazy views.
But don't they say like the loudest person in the room is the weakest?
Oh, my weak now.
No, but I'm just saying, don't people say that?
Let's have an arm wrestle.
I'm not doing an arm wrestle.
Come on, I want to see it. Come on.
No.
You look strong.
Look, I'm a nice feminine lady
You
that
do
doesn't
arm
like
wrestles.
to do these activities, okay? What would you do if I wanted to invite other people into our sex life?
Well, obviously, I'm going to ask if it's boys or girls. But even then, even if it was girls, it'd be weird. I think it'd be a bit strange. If I had a girlfriend and she said, I really want you to fuck this chick, I'd be like, this is not the normal feminine mindset. You must not like me. It would just seem odd to me. Something would be up.
I'm really surprised by that answer. I don't know why. I feel like you'd be the type of person that would want loads of threesomes and stuff and feel like, yes, this lifestyle, I'm the man.
Sex in and of itself is boring. Any man who sits and says that sex is great or sex is fun just clearly hasn't had enough sex, because sex is boring. Sex is a chore. Sex is like food. You don't really care unless you're really hungry, and then you eat and you don't care again. And it's one of those things you do every once in a while because it's an urge, but it's not a real big deal. Like every person needs food and every person likes food.
Have you ever been in love?
Completely. But
It's something about having sex and making love.
Yeah.
Different.
No.
if you're in love, you might want sex more often. You might be hungry more often. My point is that if you're someone who goes through life and only talks about and cares about food, it's a bit weird. Same thing with sex. Sex is something that happens, and it happens between people who love each other, and it's a great thing, but it's not the be-all and end-all of life. It's really not that great. I don't think sex is the most stimulating and interesting thing in the world. It doesn't matter who the girl is, doesn't matter if you love her or not. I don't think it's the greatest, best thing in the world. Any dude who's out here is like, wow, 2 pairs of tits. Just hasn't fucked very much. Who gives a shit?
Do you think you've overachieved so much already? This is why you're kind of like,
Jaded? No. I just think that men who are super interested in sex or sexual fantasies of these things are men who are semi-deprived. You have an abundance of food. If you have a fridge full of food all the time, you don't eat all the time. Sometimes you just don't want to. It's always there, right? Yeah. But if you're starving, as soon as food appears, you're all over it. It's the same with sex. Any dude who's like, wow, threesome, okay, I need it. It's a guy who's deprived. A guy who has as much as he wants all the time ain't going to be really that interested in it.
Yeah, so you're comparing women to food. Okay.
Correct.
What would you do if I was going on girls' holidays every other month?
I'd have to shut that down. I think it's disrespectful.
Do you go on a lot of holidays?
I can do whatever I want.
We're not actually going to go there with this bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit?
Double standard shit. This man has so many double standards, like it actually doesn't make sense. I think he honestly believes like his own rubbish.
It's not double standards.
Yes, it is.
There's different standards.
But I'm saying, but if you're out every month doing this, doing that,
correct,
I'm going to do the same to keep myself entertained and occupied.
No.
Yes, what you think I'm going to wait at home for you?
Yes.
And just wait there and look like an idiot, then probably see you upload on Instagram, here's this lifestyle, and see you with loads of women around you.
You don't look like an idiot. You look like a loyal woman, as you should. There's no way I would allow you There's no way I would allow you to go on all these girls' holidays. That's very disrespectful. I'm a territorial man. That does not mean jealous or insecure. It means I care about you. Anything I care about, I want to protect and love. It doesn't matter how much you love me back. It doesn't matter if no man on earth could talk you into bed. It's not about that. It's about the disrespect.
But it's okay for you to disrespect me.
It's not disrespectful for me to go on holidays or go work with my boys.
What if my holidays are work trips?
No, they're not. That's impossible. You're not running the world like I am. That's bullshit.
How do you know?
I know these things. Don't lie to me.
This is what I'm saying, but you wouldn't.
Don't lie to me. It's absolutely disrespectful for a woman to be with a man and then want to run around with her girls and pretend she's still single. She shouldn't even want to. The fact she even asked to go in and of itself is disrespectful. I shouldn't have to tell her not to do that.
Listen, I will call all of my girls and go on a girls' holiday just to piss you off, mate. What if I went on holiday twice a year with the girls?
You wouldn't want to.
I definitely would.
No, you wouldn't. No, you're with me. You don't want to. We go on holidays together. We go places together. When I have to go places with just the boys, you stay home. You do not go on girls' holidays. It's disrespectful. I find it disrespectful. It's like a slap in the face.
How is it?
Because why would you want to do that if you're with a man you love? You wouldn't want to do that. I shouldn't even have to tell you not to do that.
So you're going to have me just at home looking stupid whilst you're doing that lifestyle?
How do you look stupid?
But I'm saying, if you're just going to go up and do lifestyle...
You're obsessed with people thinking you look stupid.
I'm obsessed with the double standard.
No, people will look at you and go, wow, she is a loyal wife.
But that's for you and your ego. But this is for your... It's not about obeying.
Yeah, it is. She loves her man. She doesn't need to go on none of these girls' holidays to Ibiza, run around being a hoe. She's over all that shit.
How am I being a hoe? I think it could just be like women just go on holiday to have fun.
And men will try and sleep with you.
So? Doesn't mean the women are.
Correct.
This is what I'm saying. You
agreed.
No,
agreed.
No, but you have a warped reality.
It's not warped reality because we agree.
Yes, you do. Okay.
We agree.
Okay.
No, you're not moving on to the next question.
Yes, we are moving
no,
on.
we agree.
Okay.
We agree. You're right. They're going to try and you're not going to let them. I agree. If I walk out to the car park, it doesn't matter how good the locks are on my car. If someone's trying to break into my car, am I going to let them keep trying? No. No. It's disrespectful. It's mine, and no one comes near it because it's mine. No one's going to try and steal it. For me to put it in a place where people are going to try and steal it is nothing less than irresponsible. My female is taken care of and has a fantastic life. She does not need to go on holidays to fucking Mykonos and be a hoe on some random table. Some random table because her friend met some dude on fucking Tinder. No, stay home. Stay home.
But it's not. But this is like, I feel like you're enabling to this whole like controlling and manipulating.
It's not controlling.
Yes, it is.
To say
it, but the way you just said it, yeah, with that kind of like
tenacity.
Yeah, like for me, it's just
It's not controlling to say to your woman,
okay,
if you want a holiday, we'll go. Yeah, the way I said it angered you because everything I say is deliberately designed to anger you. You have this power and control issue, and I feel like it's just mad. It's like, not power and control.
Holiday, with your girls going on holiday with their friends is not an unreasonable thing. It's a normal thing. Women should be able to do it.
In some relationships.
Okay.
But in my relationship.
Just not in this one.
Yeah,
okay,
correct.
Cool. What would you do if we just met and we've had a one-night stand and I've got pregnant?
The baby's innocent, right? I'd look after the child. It depends on a lot of scenarios afterwards. I'd make sure the child's financially taken care of. If you were prepared to be a loyal woman, I'd make sure you were taken care of. If you're going to start sleeping with other dudes, whatever, then it's your problem. Baby's your problem, it's all your problem. But if you're going to be loyal to me still, then I'd take care of you. But if you're going to start saying, oh, no, I got a new man now, cool, he can pay the bills, then it's not my problem.
No, when you have a child, that's your responsibility.
No, but if you want to start sleeping with other dudes, then it's his problem. It's an accident, right? So you shouldn't be punished in life, and the child's absolutely and utterly innocent. I would take care of you completely. And I'd take care of the child completely. And I'd always want to see the child. But if you were to say now, after, let's say, a year or 2 years, whatever, I have a new man now, blah, 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 I'm like, all right, cool. Kids with me 2 days a week, whatever it is. I'll make sure the kid's looked after. But I'm not financing you in another man's lifestyle. I'm not just sending money to your bank at random and just making sure that you and this dude, whoever he is, are going on holiday and whatever. I'll take care of the child while he or she is with me. And I'll always see the child. But if you have a new man, you have a new man. You ain't my problem anymore. You got to pay your own rent.
No, but I
ain't
feel
my
like
problem.
you still need to cover some sort of responsibility there. It's not, I'm not
some
asking
sort.
you to pay my whole rent, I'm just saying.
Okay, some sort, yeah, but some sort is a reasonable
what
balance.
You're saying, I agree with what you're saying.
But they're going to come along and say, oh, you're rich, give me 10 G's a month, and you're fucking some next dude. The answer is no.
But with that scenario, how do you know women aren't going to try and trap you?
I'm not a fool.
You're not a fool?
No.